Hi, I'm Lynn. Welcome back to Cooking with Lynn. I'm cooking in my kitchen again for the Cumberland Library. Today I'm not cooking, I'm baking, kind of, sort of. I'm making a no-bake strawberry cheesecake pie thing. And it's a little deceiving because you do bake the crust. So it's not completely no-bake unless you want to cheat a little bit and just buy your crust. You can do that too. They make graham cracker crusts at the supermarket. So you can do that just to save some time. But I'm going to make my crust and I'm going to get that in the oven, and then we'll have to let it cool down, so I'll have to pause, but it's all good. I'll tell you what you need and I'll get started. So for the crust, you can do just graham crackers and butter, or you can, I'm going to add some pretzels. So what I did is I crushed up some pretzels. I just used the pretzel twists, whatever you call them, the little ones, and you want about half a cup. So I took a cup, crushed them down to a half a cup, and then I also crushed down a bunch of graham crackers, about 6 of them, the full ones, and that came up to about a cup of, I'm going to measure it, but I need about a cup of graham crackers. And to that I'm also going to add some sugar and some butter, and I'll get that in the oven, and then we'll do the rest of it. It's super easy. There's so many variations of a strawberry cheesecake pie. You can do it in a springform pan and make it like a real cheesecake, but I'm doing it in a pie pan. It's a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about whether it's going to turn out of the springform pan. You can just serve it right out of the pie dish. I've got a pretty pie dish here, so but any pie dish will do. And the other variations are, so mine is going to have strawberries on top. You can use like a strawberry jam. You can make your own strawberry jam. You can incorporate the jam in with the filling so that the pie comes out pink. You can use strawberry jello to mix in. You can just use regular gelatin to thicken it up. There's tons of different variations, but this one is really easy and quick and not fussy at all. So this is the one that I like, and so like I said, we'll get started. So again, pretzels, graham crackers, butter, and sugar for the crust. I'm going to throw some sugar in here, and of course I didn't bring the right utensils. Starting off strong. So 3 tablespoons of sugar, so sweeten that up. What's nice is the pretzels add a little saltiness to the crust, and a lot of people like that salty sweet thing. Alright, and then we're going to add our graham crackers. I just bash them up with my meat tenderizer. You can throw them, you can do this whole thing in the food processor if you want. It's a lot easier. And or take out your frustrations on the graham cracker crumbs or the graham crackers. You can use a rolling pin, whatever you like. You can even just crush them up with your hands inside the bag. So this is about a cup. It's probably actually kind of pretty accurate. And so some of them didn't get crushed, so we'll break them up. It doesn't matter if they're perfect. They don't have to be perfect dust. Just mix that up a little. And get the butter in there. This is 5 tablespoons of butter, or 1/3 of a cup. So again, if you did this in the food processor, it would zip it all together, but again, why clean something if you don't have to? Just make sure it gets all incorporated. Just using a fork. Use a pastry cutter, your hands, whatever. Alright, that looks good. Actually smells good. Alright, that's going in the pie plate. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to take a measuring cup and just press that down on the bottom, and I want to get it up the sides, and I want to make sure it's compacted. And I find that this is an easy way of doing that. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's good because it's not going to be. Nobody cares because it tastes good. I'm thinking I probably could have used a little more butter, but it's all good. Just press sides. Make sure it's even. Compact it the best you can. There's no way around it. Sometimes you just gotta use your hands. Should be good. All right, let me pop that in the oven. I got it at 350 and I'm gonna put it in there for about 15 minutes and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. My crust came out of the oven and it's cooling in the refrigerator because you want it to be completely cool. If I wasn't in a hurry, I would just leave it out and let it cool, but I stuck it in the fridge so we can continue. So what you need for the next step is a package of cream cheese. You can use the lighter one if you want, that's fine, that would work too. You need a cup of sour cream. You need obviously strawberries. Cool Whip, you can use whipped cream if you want to make your own. If you want to be super homemade, that's fine too. Also need some vanilla extract and some sugar. So I'm going to I need a cup of, I think this is a cup. Yeah, it's a cup, what am I doing? Just going to stick that in there. Sour cream. And I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Actually, I'm going to get that going first and then I'll put the vanilla in after. So I'm going to do 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Get that incorporated. And my outlet is over there, which is not convenient, but that's okay. Make do. Just need to get it incorporated. You don't need to whip it up too crazy. We're gonna fold the Cool Whip in after. It really doesn't get easier than this. Get it nice and smooth. Goes right from slow to turbo. Get all the lumps out. Make sure your cream cheese is softened. And then I'm going to mix the, top heavy. The vanilla in. 2-ish. Just until it's incorporated. And then we're going to fold in the Cool Whip. Well, that's going to fall, but that's okay. I sliced my strawberries while the thing was baking, and you just want to think about how you're going to decorate the top with the strawberries. You could throw some chopped up strawberries in here. You could throw the strawberry gelatin in here, make it pink. You can, like I said, make your own jam, incorporate the strawberries with the jam, and then make that into the filling, and so many different ways you can do this. But this is one of the easier ways. So we're just going to fold. Fold in the cheese. It's not cheese. Alright, I'm just going to see if it's sweet enough. And it is. Alright, so let me go grab my crust. Okay, and it's still hot. Once again, let it cool before you do this. Get that all in there. I could eat this whole thing. This is kind of a deep dish, so my crumbs didn't come up quite as high as I might have liked, but that's fine. As long as everybody gets to taste that salty pretzel bite of the crust. how you're going to decorate it. I just sliced these strawberries. I'm just going to lay them down sort of in a circle. And I put some strawberry jam on the stove to glaze. So whenever you put strawberries or fruit on top of a tart or a pie, you want to glaze them so they have that glossy look, like when you go to a bakery and you see the fruit. So I just threw some strawberry jam in a pan, and I just put it on low to get it kind of liquidy, and then I'm just going to glaze the strawberries so it looks shiny and pretty. Decorate it any way you want. Strawberries are in season right now, so strawberry desserts are perfect. This is a good picnic, cookout dessert. If you use whipped cream, sometimes it's not as stable as Cool Whip, so just be aware of that. Sometimes Cool Whip is a little easier to work with. That looks pretty. And then I've got 3 in the center. And I'm just going to glaze them. Like I said, if I had time and it wasn't raining, I'd run out and get some mint out of the garden, but garnish that with mint. But just like a light brush. And you could dump some jam all over the top, just loosen it up like this and put it all over the top, so you'd have like a layer of strawberry jam and then the strawberries on top of that. You can't beat that shiny glisten to the fruit. It just looks so much better. It's pretty. And don't forget these guys. Got a little bit on there. Get off there. That'll sort of harden a little bit. Kinda, sorta. Just neaten it up a little bit. And I pick it up. Now I can't cut a piece because it needs to sit in the fridge for at least 4 hours, but this is going to be super yummy and we'll enjoy it later on. But how easy was that? I want to show you, but it's still hot. I got to get it back in the fridge. Oh, can you see the shiny? How pretty that is. That was really easy. I hope you make it. Give it a try. I'm going to clean up this mess and get myself to work. In, let's see, July. What am I doing? I don't remember. I have July and August planned. One of them's grilled pork tenderloin. Something else. Come back and check it out. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on our Facebook page. And check out Event Keeper. See all the great things we're doing. It's summer reading time for the kiddies. Come by and see us. I'll see you again soon.